Hey there, birdies! Welcome back to the nest. So today we have a career reading. We are going to figure out which is your ideal career, your ideal lifestyle, ideal habits for work and everything. Or hopefully we'll see if the tarot can tell us that. But I do want to mention that we only have 3 pals here with us today because my intention with this video is not to kind of like tell you what to do and tell you which career to go towards. I want to give you options. I want to give you ideas for you to explore and possibilities for you to explore. And again, I want to figure out, okay, well, this would be the best ideal lifestyle for you. Maybe it would work better at night. Maybe it would work better in the morning and everything in between. So yeah, I want to give you options for you to think about and for you to consider. So that's why we have 3 little pals here with us. We are going to pull specifics. I have this little deck here that has like specific careers and everything. But you can take this reading as a confirmation, or again, when this video is uploaded, school is starting, so it could be a little way for you to figure out, okay, this is my ideal path. Maybe I should explore this subject a little bit and everything. It's also going to be uploaded on a new moon, so what a way to start new adventures and to just explore things. So that is my intention here with this reading today. And let's get right into your pals. So as always, you can choose through the shells, you can choose through the timestamps that are going to be down below, and you can also pause this video, meditate a little bit, take a couple of deep breaths, and see where it takes you, okay? But for pile number 1, we have these 2 shells over here. For pile number 2, we have these 2 big guys. For pile number 3, oopsie, we have these 2 guys. Alrighty, so feel free to take your time here with the decision, and I will see you over there. Hello, pile number 1. So if you chose these 2 guys, you're in the right place. Let's get into your ideal career. I do want to mention that I'm starting this reading. This particular pile has a C533, so there we go, confirmation right there, synchronicity that you are getting into alignment. And it's very interesting that it's the number 33 that shows up, because that is a very creative number. It talks about creativity and imagination and all of that, and this particular shell, it's all about creativity. So there you go. I feel like your ideal career is actually around creativity and something that lights you up. And I almost get this thing of like with this shell, for me, it's a lot about helping others, and I am getting this thing of like helping others through your art. So I do feel like for some of you, this could actually be like the artist's pile. So you could be a writer, you could be a songwriter, you could be a painter, just anything that I really feel like allows you to explore your own pain and to help people in the process as you explore that pain. I feel like people are going to resonate a lot with it, and you could have this beautiful, beautiful talent for that allows you to show that side of you to other people, and people really resonate and relate with it. Okay, so if you have always had this dream, because I also feel like this is something from your childhood, but if you've always had this dream to be an artist or something, this could be a confirmation that I do feel like you have natural talents to help other people through art, and your art could mean a lot to the world. Okay, this for me is also my fashion designers, or just design overall, interior design, just anything that, again, it can help people get into this place of peace. I do feel like it's almost like you're doing something for yourself, something that you love, but your intention is also to help others. And I feel like that is something really beautiful and could help you out a lot in terms of finding your why and committing to it and feeling motivated with it. So let's see here what we have from your little cards to see what we have for your ideal career. We have the Sun, we have the Cliff, very strong Aries energy, and Leo. We also have Capricorn. Oh, that's incredible. We have growth here with the heart chakra, and perception with the heart chakra as well. So there's that thing of really helping others see their potential and helping others connect with their heart and connect with their highest self and best version. And I do feel like it is something that you really, really love, something that you really that really motivates you and allows you to grow as a person as well. It's so beautiful that we have this Capricorn energy, because Capricorn, it's the sign of the hard workers, the sign of the CEO, and just money, just money. So it's great to have Capricorn energy coming through in this career reading, because it really feels like this career, it is aligned with money. It is aligned with prosperity and success and abundance. And I also feel like there could be, we'll get into advice in the end, but I would even say that there could be some sort of belief around, oh, my creativity cannot get me into a place of abundance. And I do feel like it can. Right now, I'm doing something creative, right? And it is getting me into a place of abundance and success. So it definitely does. And you have many examples, even in like specific arts. You have many writers that are successful. You have many painters that are successful. So it's like, focus on the people that do that, follow their example, and get inspiration from those people. But let's get here back into your ideal career and everything. I do feel like there is, and I just noticed, look at this. Here in this card, what says there at the top, I don't know if you can read it, it's emergency room. So there's definitely this thing of like strong healing. And I'm hearing music, and it's actually interesting because Capricorn deals with time. So I do feel like music could be very significant, and it doesn't have to be like songwriter or something around those lines. It could be, for example, meditation music or music therapy. That could also be something here. I really feel like anything art related, essentially, it's your ideal career, I would say. But there's really this thing of like, you helping other people to transform. In this perception card, there are these butterflies here. There's also these birds over here. So there's that communication, that voice, you expressing your truth, and you helping people find new ways. So I really get that there's this strong thing around therapy through art. And that could be like literally you studying therapy through art, or just your art is going to be very therapeutic. And I also get something here about like it's almost like you could be very creative, but having a very solid structure. So I do feel like, and that is interesting because I feel like yes and no. I feel like creating a business and creating a structure for you to work your art on, I feel like that is going to be very relevant, and that could help you a lot in in growing your career, growing your business, and getting into that place of abundance and success. But also with this cliff, there is this clock here that I don't know if it is actually broken, perhaps not, but it's like, again, another reference to time, but there's this thing of like time stops, and there's no, like time is yours, So I do feel like what this is saying is, in terms of like lifestyle and work habits, I feel like it would be good for you to have some sort of freedom in terms of time, in terms of schedule. I actually feel like, by the way, I do feel like you may work better in the morning. You may be more creative in the morning, and your ideas may flow a little bit easier in that time. And I also feel like there's this thing of like, we have a bunch of daisies here. So I really feel like this ideal career, something that really comes from your heart, is something that really allows you to just blossom and be your ideal best version. I also feel like there's something here around like going against the crowd, because it's almost like you have to, wow, that is powerful. It's almost like you have to put an end to a version of you that perhaps other people expected you to be. You have to put an end to it so you can grow into something else, so you can grow into something bigger, which is this version over here, which is really powerful and very, very successful. And I also feel like there is something around, like, there are a couple of things. I do feel like there is something with this sun energy of like you being in a place of recognition and you being in the spotlight. However, I'm getting a little bit of like Sia vibes, where she, well, not now, but in the beginning, she was like, she was wearing that wig that was like covering her whole face. It's like you are in the spotlight, but you don't necessarily have to show your face. You don't necessarily have to be in your physical body to be recognized and to be in the spotlight, This is also, I don't know who the writer was, but I was reading this book called Big Magic, which I do feel like does align pretty well with this POW. But I was reading Big Magic a few months ago, and somewhere around the book, she mentions like this author, this writer that would like launch a book, and then he would like disappear there were no interviews, no one would know where he was. He's like launching the book, he would make the money. Yeah, I don't care. Just read the book. I don't exist. I'm just the creator of the book. You don't need to know me, you know? And I feel like that could also be something around those lines. Like you just launch things, and you just go into your little, you know, corner in the nature and just be yourself. But I do feel like there is a strong thing of like, you can be hugely recognized. I do feel like this ideal career is in a place of fame and fortune. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that. People have to know you and have to know your identity, you know? So yeah, you could even use like another name or something, but I really feel like there's something here around like you being in the spotlight. What else? Let's see, let's pull some tarot and shuffle it. I mean, look at that, 10 of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. So there's clearly this thing of like a lot of creativity and you just being like this wild free being, while getting a lot of money. I even get this thing of like, you may have a lot of time to travel, you may have a lot of time to, and that could actually be part of your career. I'm actually also hearing travel influencer. That's interesting. But I do feel like, and it could be like a side hustle. It could be like something that you're doing at the same time. It's like you have this art related, more to artistic, creative place, but you also have this place of like traveling a lot. Perhaps again, that travel creator or something. Or it could even be that we were talking about therapy, and it could be that you were like a psychologist, or it's like you have a more 9-to-5 job. Actually, I really don't think that your ideal career is like a 9-to-5. I feel like your ideal career is something that you can choose your own working hours. So this would be like, for example, you owning your, I'm not really sure how like psychologists work, but it's like you owning your own psychology thing, and you determine, okay, I'm going to accept people from this time to this time, and then afterwards I'm going to dedicate my time to painting. I'm going to dedicate my time. It's like you have two different things going on in the same time. I feel like that could also bring you a lot of success, and especially with this growth here, there is this like, we see the roots of this particular plant. It's like you're uprooting things. So I really feel like your art is very, very healing. So I really feel like this could be like a confirmation to someone that wanted to do art, and this is like your sign. Yeah, please do it because we need it. We really do need it. Okay. But let's see here. Let's pull some tarot to get some more information. So we have the 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups. We have the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. All right. With the King of Wands, bottom of the deck. So there's clearly that energy of like you being a boss and you being in control of your life. And again, besides this, well, not necessarily, because like this 4 of Swords, it's like nighttime is to sleep. Okay. And I actually feel like your dreams could be very powerful. So also pay attention to them, because you could get like inspired through your dreams. You could get ideas through your dreams. And that's why I feel like it's so important that you have a good, solid night routine, because I do feel like it's going to influence your creativity, and it's going to influence how you move along in this journey. But I do get this thing of like, during the day, you do your thing, and then at night is really to sleep and really to focus on those, on really relaxing and winding down, especially because if you deal with any sort of therapy, which here with a Hierophant, it could definitely be like psychology, something around those lines, you being seen as like a guru, you being seen as a leader, as this wise person that people go to. I really feel like with this Hierophant is like you could also, because you deal with so many, with people's emotions and everything, you may need a strong time to connect with yourself, to connect with just your feelings and just your emotions, and just really connecting with that little inner bubble, so you don't get affected by other people's emotions, because you could actually be an empath. So yeah. Another thing that I'm getting is like, if you want to be a healer, or like a healer of any type, but I'm being like, I'm focusing more now on like spiritual healer. So we were talking about like gurus and everything. I'm also getting this thing of like perhaps a tarot reader or something. That could also work very well for you. Where I do feel like, again, I do feel like you have some sort of gift here that it's very, I feel like, unconventional. It's very like, again, out of what is expected from you. And I do feel like it could help you grow a lot. I feel like it could help you bring you a lot of authenticity into your life and a lot of alignment as well. But then again, let's get started with this Four of Swords, because this does talk about healing. I'm also hearing like sleep therapy or sleep healing, something like that. So maybe subliminals, actually, talking about music and sound and timing and everything. Subliminals could also be something that could bring you a lot of success. But like something around like sleep therapy, or I'm also hearing hypnosis. So that could also be something that could work very well for you. But with this Four of Swords, there's really this thing of like a lot of healing attached to it. A lot of this is going to help people. Okay. Then with this Ace of Swords, I also feel like there is this thing. I do feel like it is very attached with this Eight of Wands, is like your voice, your communication is very important. So if you're like doing subliminals, for example, I do feel like your affirmations, your voice is super important in that. If you're, for example, that songwriter, I do feel like your voice is like magical and could have a really strong effect on people. Or just like the art that you create, it's like your voice, the things that you put into your work really do matter. So I do feel like here, anything that is related with voice, I'm also hearing voice acting, even though I do feel like, yeah, it could be a possibility like of an ideal career, but perhaps is like, I don't know, it could go deeper than that. I'm not sure how, but like, I'm even getting that with this voice acting is like, I'm even getting that it could be something specific. It's not like every type of commercial, for example, or every type of movie. I'm hearing like a lot of children, like children movies, you know. That could also be something, if you're into voice acting, that could also be something that could align with you. Because I do feel like it's, and also, if you are interested in doing something around voice acting, I actually feel like it's that thing of like being recognized. It's not you necessarily that is recognized, it's your voice. It's like those people on radio. Radio could also be something good, but it's like, it's not necessarily your name or your physical appearance that is recognized. It's truly your voice, and people do recognize it for your voice. And again, like here, what I'm doing, you probably would recognize me perhaps by my voice, not so much, well, in my hands, I guess, but that also confirms that thing of like being a tarot reader or something. But there's this strong thing about like your voice, your art really being significant in your career for your ideal career. And then with this Nine of Cups, this is all about like happiness and wish fulfillment and you being very joyful with your life. And I do feel like there is also this thing of like making time for hobbies and making time for little treasures. So there's that thing of like you making your own time and you making your own structure, you know, because again, Hierophant, that is very structured. And I do feel like you do need that structure for you to be able to work. It's like you need that foundation, you need that grounding, but it doesn't mean that you have to work on like a 9 to 5 necessarily, you know. It's just like about, for example, it doesn't have to be a 9 to 5. Maybe it's like you determine that from this time to this time, I'm going to work on this. From this time to this time, I'm going to work on this, you know. It's like having something solid, you know, that doesn't let you get distracted. I feel like that is going to be very important. But with this 9 of Cups, I do feel like there is that thing of creating time for other things, creating time for, even if you do work, again, has a therapist, has a psychologist, at a more stable, solid way, is like you have the time to be creative and to go wild. And I also feel like there is this thing of like, as you go on with your life, don't be afraid to explore other routes. So it's like, let's say the artist example, maybe now you really want to start with singing and you really want to start with songwriting or something. Maybe in a few years, perhaps you would actually be really good with voice acting. You know, it's still related with your voice, but it's in a different way. It's in a different approach. And I do feel like that could also be very good. It's like freedom here is really, really important for you. And I do feel like it's going to take you very, very far. Okay. So let's pull here a few specific papers to get some more information, to give you some more options essentially, and then we'll get into some final advice for you. And we'll see what we have. Oh goodness. What else do we have for pile number 1? Anything else? Oh my god. Wow, look at that. We do have spirituality and philosophy. Damn. Okay. So we have food and chef. So I guess your food could also be very good and very healing. It could also be something around, like we were talking about therapy. It could also be something around like nutrition. That could also be very important and significant for you. We do have that fashion. So hello there, fashion designers. And also not necessarily only like fashion in terms of clothes, but I also feel like it's fashion in terms of interior fashion and everything, you know, just anything that is related with visuals and that thing, fashion essentially. We also have children. So again, another confirmation that this could be, this could even be like children therapy, or that thing of like the voice acting for children movies or something. We also have that travel that we did mention, like travel influencer, or you could also travel a lot for work. I'm also hearing like a little bit of digital nomad kind of energies. So, oh my god, this is impossible. What the heck? I was like feeling called to take this top card, and psychology is right there. So there we go. Another confirmation for you. But you could definitely travel a lot through work, but again, that thing of the digital nomad could also work very well for you, of exploring new things. You know, maybe it's not necessarily about having, maybe it's about like having structure in terms of time, in terms of like having a 9 to 5, even if you work as a self-employed, but there's that freedom in the place that you're working from, you know. And we also have parties and friends, and I do feel like it is something that creates this community, number one, but also helps you bring people to life, you know, and bring energy and motivation into the room and into the people that you're connecting with, you know, and helping people go through their struggles in a better, easier way than what they are, you know, than what they find themselves capable to do. So yeah, that's very nice. Also, with this like food, chef, and parties, I'm hearing like catering. That could also be something. I'm also hearing wedding. So something around like weddings could also be significant. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's pull some advice to finish this up. Please don't fall. Okay. All right. So, come here. We have wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven. And over here we have, double mission, light work as starseed, serve the world by being you. So there's that thing of like being authentic. And I also feel like there is something around, with this wait, I am getting this energy of like, explore your options. Don't make a rash decision of like, oh, okay, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do this and the other. It's like that thing of structure, okay? Plan things out, create that structure first, so then you can move. And with this like double mission, I do feel like there is this thing of like you having multiple jobs, or you know, at least 2, I feel, or it could be a job or a field that allows you to explore a lot of different things. I feel like that is also significant. And like here we have this thing of like wait, which is very sleepy. We have the girl with closed eyes. So I do feel like there is this strong sense of like dreams. I do feel like they're really important for you. But with this like serve the world by being you, it's like whatever lights you up or whatever makes you feel happy, whatever comes from this place of happiness and joy, and this is my best version ever, this is who I want to be, that is the career to go towards. Okay, so let's see here. What else do we have? And is it? Oh, okay. I thought it was the dream card. New beginning on the horizon. Anything else? Wake up and go now. Which is interesting because, you know, those 2 were with closed eyes. So I do feel like there is this thing of like, maybe you have been hesitating in making this new move in creating this new business or something. And I do feel like your guides are asking you, please go towards it because it's going to go pretty well. Okay. And again, it's that thing. Maybe you have some sort of idea that creativity cannot get you into this place of abundance, but it really can. Okay, you really, really can. So there could even be some healing that you may need to do around that. Again, this could also be confirmation of the therapies, all of the therapies, I guess. But I do feel like there could be some healing here around creativity and around your dreams and how you view them, how you value them, and how you work with them. Because I feel like they right now could be a little bit in the back burner with this weight, you know. And I do feel like it's time, okay? It's time to start planning and get out of that planning stage. You know, it's time to do more. It's time to go towards it. And we also have meditation. So not only dreams, but connecting with your guides through meditation could also help you a lot. And again, we have that subliminals. We have that meditation music, another confirmation over there. But I really feel like you're receiving possibly a lot of synchronicities, because we did start with 533, right? And I do feel like it could bring you a lot of guidance and a lot of connection with your higher self and connection with your guides. And it could really, I feel like you already know all the answers. It's just a matter of you looking within. And that's actually the card that we have bottom of the deck. Inner authority, intuition, turns your gaze within, all paths lead home. So yeah. Pile number 1, this was lovely. I hope it resonated, hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here forever and ever. And if you're interested in a private reading, we can take a look at this career. The link is going to be down below. And you can also check out my other channel, the Sunny Virgo, for zodiac cusp readings and general readings if you're interested in that. Okay, so I love it very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So if you chose these 2 guys, this is your reading. Let's actually get started with the shells. I do just want to say that, you know, if you didn't watch the intro, I do recommend you to watch it. But essentially what I said there is that this is going to give you options. It's not necessarily like, go and do this as a career, okay? So to get started, we have this beautiful Aquarian energy. So I do feel like your ideal career would involve a big community. I'm actually getting, like being part of a team, not necessarily being part of the team. It's like being the leader of the team, being the, coach of the team. It could be like a sports team or something, because this shell right here is giving me, this is my whistle shell, so it could be literally a coach, but I am getting this coach energy, but especially like life coach, where you work with a community. You really help this community come back to life and come into a better alignment with themselves, and you really inspire that community. And I do feel like you have a big impact on them. So I do feel like that is one of your kind of career paths, is being a coach for a team, being a life coach, something around those lines, or just being, again, a leader of a team. And I do feel like there's also this thing of like making a change in the world, like making a mark in the world. I also feel like you will do that very hugely in your LDO career. And yeah, so far I think that's it. So let's get into the tarot and your oracle cards to get a bit more information. So we have Digitalis. We also have 9 of Pentacles. Look at you being independent. Very nice. We also have over here Libra. We have strong Libra over here. We also have Miracle and Confusion. So again, I do this, especially the Confusion card is really giving me this vibe of like being a life coach, and the Miracle is like you're really helping people see their miracle and connect with this abundant side of themselves, connecting with this independence and with this self-confidence. Because like 9 of Pentacles is the single lady card, right? Is usually the lady on the 9 of Pentacles is very confident, very like, I'm my own boss, I rock this world, and I'm the owner of my life, I'm the CEO of my life and everything. So I do feel like you could help people like reach to this point. I also feel like this is talking about your ideal careers, like you really being the CEO of your life, being the CEO of something perhaps. I am getting big, strong influencer vibes. So that could also be something that could work very well for you, where again, you have that community and you're inspiring that community to be better. You know, I don't think it would be like an influencer. I don't know, like a lifestyle influencer, I would say. I do feel like it's very specific, like related with fashion, related with, so helping people like dress better, or helping people realize their body shape and how to dress for their body shape. Helping people, maybe perhaps it is fitness, and it's like being a fitness influencer. It's like you have a particular niche. It's not just lifestyle overall, you have a particular niche. It could also be something related with self-care and self-love as well. I also feel like there is this thing of, I would even say that it could be something related with couples as well. So you could actually be like a couple therapist or something, couple counseling, something like that. Because this Libra, it's the ruler of the 7th house, which deals about relationships. And again, I do see that has like also the relationship with oneself. I'm also getting a little bit of like bookworm kind of vibes. So it could be like you're like a book influencer or something, or you're a writer and your books are particular are like dedicated to people with confidence issues, with insecurities, with or with something that they have gone through in life that was really tough, you know. I also feel like it doesn't matter which career it is. I actually feel like if you choose to write a book about it, if you choose to, I don't know, launch a course or just launch a little notebook or a workbook even, I do feel like it would be quite successful actually. But I am getting this strong sense of like you dealing with other people, but also like a big connection with yourself. I do feel like it's interesting because I see you being very independent, but at the same time like having a very professional look to you. So it could even be that you could connect with a lot of brands, you could connect with a lot of different people, and you always need to be well, you know, represented. You always need to be like on your best. I am getting a strong thing of here around like fashion. I also feel like that could be something important. But even if this is like, for example, a coach for a sports team, it's like you may give really important interviews and dressing a little bit nicely. I do feel like it is going to be important for you, and it's going to perhaps even be like a mark that people would recognize in you or something. I'm also hearing like well-spoken. So I do feel like, I feel like you're in the intention of the world. You're in your ideal career, you know? And the way you speak, the way you portray yourself, the way you present yourself in that community is super, super important. So yeah, I do feel like you're going to be a big deal. I feel like that is your ideal career, is you being a big deal and you really connecting with, like inspiring others. And the way you talk, I do feel like it's very motivational and it's very, very good. I also get this thing of like creating balance here in a situation. So it could even be that we were talking about like life coaches, so that makes sense, where you're creating balance in people's lives. And I'm also hearing like personal trainer. So you could actually help people get out of a rut. You could help people get out of this place where they just don't like their body and they don't move their body even, and create more healthy environments around them. I also feel like that is very significant here. So let's pull some tarot to get some more information and see what we have. I really feel like if you're dealing with like a more traditional work, because I even feel like we were talking about like creating balance and even couples and everything. It could even be like something legal with divorces or something like family matters, family legal matters. That could actually be very significant here as well. And I do actually feel like you would be an awesome lawyer, because there's that thing of like needing to be professional, but at the same time, it's like it's just like I feel like you're a natural at it. You know, if that lawyer thing resonates with you, I feel like you're a natural at it, and I feel like you can actually create a very good balance. It's almost like the two parties would actually win in a way. You were really able to create this to be a mediator. Yeah. I really feel like you could actually be that person and create a lot of balance in those situations. Woo! Damn, the world just flew right out of the table. So we have the world being a little bit sassy here with us. What else do we have for my pile number 2s? What would be the ideal career here? Also with that miracle, I feel like it's something that motivates you. And I don't think it motivates you in a way of, well, I do feel like it also excites you, but it's something like, I feel like it would be challenging. And a big part of it, I feel like it's like you're challenging yourself, but I do feel like you would be very challenged and you would love that. So something with a challenge, something that really helps you grow and really helps you like explore new things and have to learn new things. I really feel like that could be something significant and very very good for you in your ideal career. So we have the Hermit, we have Temperance. Can I get, okay, thank you, one more. We also have the Empress. Oh, this is beautiful with the Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. And there we go. Oh, look at that. There we go with the Nine of Pentacles. See, she's so confident. She's like, that hair. Yes, queen. But we also have the Chariot right behind this Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like this path here is really going to lead you to a lot of success. And there is this thing of like, he's not even, it's almost like he's delegating. You know, he's telling the horses like, go that way. And he's like, yeah, you're doing it good, you know? So there's really this thing of like you being a boss, you being in charge of something and really delegating tasks and everything, and really being the leader of a team. So we were talking about like being a lawyer and everything, or dealing with legal issues. It's almost like you would have to do some research and you would kind of delegate the research to those people, and then you would do like the big scene. You know, I don't really know how lawyers do their thing, but something around those lines, I guess so just take that however it resonates, if you're in that field. But with this King of Wands, there's really this thing of like being a leader and being in charge, and not being afraid. You know, he has like a freaking lion right behind him, and he's like, yeah, I know, just chill, you know. He's really ready to put up the fight. He's really ready to be there and to just fight whatever needs to come through. So I really feel like this is also talking about you and your like who you are, and I feel like you deal with challenges and with like adapting things very, very nicely. And I feel like that is something that comes in handy, because I feel like things would constantly be changing, you know. With that thing of the legal matters, maybe you would receive, like, you're constantly receiving different cases. With that thing of being an influencer, it's like you would constantly be dealing with different brands. You would have to think of different content to create, and all of those things. Also, that thing of the community, you would meet so many different people that it's like, at the end of the day, you're going to get so much culture. And I also feel that there's also this thing of like connecting with a lot of different stories that you will learn from them, but you will also like be able to help. And I feel like that is something that you also have within you that is really beautiful and really powerful and useful here. With this world, this also talks about travel. So I do feel like this could be like, for example, you would do meetups, especially if you're in that influencer game. You would do like meetups around the world, and you would be really recognized and people would want to talk to you. There's also this thing of like the book or any product that you launch. Eventually, I do feel like it would be very successful. And it doesn't have to be only for the influencers or, you know, whatever. Because there's actually a lawyer that wrote this book called Quiet. And I think it's very successful and it's actually really good. So I do feel like it's like wherever the field resonates for you, whatever you feel more aligned with, you can create a book there. You can create a workbook, whatever the case is, and it is going to be quite successful. Not to mention that we have here the Empress, which she's like really successful. So with this Hermit, I do feel like there is this thing of like finding the inner light, and then we have another card here with Temperance, like indicating balance. And I do feel like there is this thing of like creating better lives, creating better balance in their lives. So I do feel like you're going to help people to achieve that, and that is really something that you're good at, I think. And I also feel like your ideal career could come from this place of like helping people. I'm getting this thing of like not necessarily past life regressions, but I'm hearing like inner child. So maybe, you know, maybe in the influencer thing, or the life coach, well, that makes sense. It could be like specific towards inner child healing, or maybe even like past life regression healing, or something around those lines, where I really feel like you help people uncover some things that were hidden within them, and they are actually able to create more and to fulfill their dreams a lot more. There's also something I feel around manifestation. That could also be something. Again, it's that thing of like being a very specific niche. It's not just like lifestyle influencer where you just do a little bit of everything. No, it's really, really specific. It's really like spirituality, fitness, whatever it is. Like, it's something specific. It's not just a random influencer, you know. I really feel like that is your ideal career. And with this Empress, I'm also getting this thing of like, we were talking about family and divorces and everything. And, you know, the Empress is kind of the mother of the tarot. She's even pregnant over there. And I do feel like there could be something related with children. So again, it could be something that it helps you ease up the process for the children. I'm also hearing like social worker. So maybe with foster kids or something like that. That could also be like an ideal career for you. It's like creating a little bit more justice in the system, either in your inner system, helping people discover themselves and be more aligned with themselves, but also creating justice in the outside system of justice, in the outside system of nutrition, you know, something like that. So let's get here into some more specifics. So we're going to pull some, okay, you want to come out. Oh, and look at that. We do have family. Wow. So yeah, it could definitely be like family lawyer or something. But we're going to pull some more specifics for us to have a few more options and everything. So what do we have for pile number 2? Can we get one more? I guess not. Can we have one more, please, for pile number 2? Okay, there we go. Oh, and look at that. We do have a writer. Oh, nice. So we have night owls. So maybe in terms of like working hours, you could actually do very well working at night. We also have here healer. So there's that thing of like a little bit of life coach energies. Oh, and we were talking about like coach. So there we go with the player. It could be that like maybe like being really part of the team, but being the captain of the team. It could also be it. We also have here doctor. So maybe in a more traditional way, that could also be it. And perhaps like being a doctor in sort of family environments. So dealing maybe like those general doctors, whatever its name is, or children specifically. Okay. And we also have travel over here. So there's that thing of, I don't think that it could be a travel influencer. It could be, but I am getting this thing of like, whatever you do, you could really travel the world. So with this doctor, for example, it could be that you go to more, I don't know, like poor countries. That's something I'm getting, or like war, countries that are in war. There's also something around those lines. Yeah. It's essentially like your pal is essentially about like being a leader and also creating justice and creating that thing. It's that thing, justice and balance within yourself and everything. And also creating balance, for example, if it is about sports, creating balance within the team and making sure that everyone is heard, making sure that everyone has a place to go and has a place to feel seen and appreciated. Okay. So let's pull here some advice for you to finish this up. What do we have for pile number 2? All right. So we have, look at that. What are your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest? So there's really this thing of like self-care and helping people feel more confident with themselves. But also we did have doctor here and the healer. And there's this thing of like resting and making sure that everything is okay, right? And taking care of the body, taking care of the soul, taking care of the mind. I really feel like that is going to be important. But this is also an advice for you. It's like you don't have, like in your career, you don't have to work a huge amount of hours to be successful. Okay, please do take care of yourself, take care of your body, because I feel like that is also very important for you to be more in tune with your career, and also for you to be able to connect a little bit more with your guides, because I do feel like they are trying to give you some answers and give you, like, showing you the way a little bit, and I do feel like that could help you quite a lot. Okay, we also have here Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So I do feel like this is about grounding yourself and really, again, more like life coach energy. But I do feel like there is this thing of like just going with the flow and not feeling, there's something here about like pressure of other people. And it's like you don't have to like equal anyone's expectations but your own. Okay, and there could be something here about like someone wanting you to be something very specific, perhaps the doctor, and you want to be a coach or something, you know, but there could also be something here about like physical therapy. That could also be something, but it's like reach your own expectations and not other people's expectations, okay? Because in the end, it's your life, and in the end, it's you who are going to be living your life for the rest of your life, right? So it's not their place to tell you who to be, to tell you what to do, and to just define your career and define your path. That is up to you, okay? So please go towards your dreams, okay? Let's see here. What else do we have? Be careful, something is wrong here. All right. Bottom of the deck, we do have it is up to you. I would even say, like, what I've been saying, perhaps it's like a dream of yours. But because of those people's expectations, you're like, no, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. It's nice to have that confirmation, but I think I'm going to stay where I am. And in the end, it is totally up to you. You can stay where you are. You can go towards this new beginning, but we're by your side. We're being fully supported by your guides. And I really feel like you would be really, really successful in this. Okay. With this, be careful. Something's wrong here. I do feel like it is attached with look at your shadow, but I also feel like it's like you're playing small. You have so much potential, and it's actually, that is the card that we have at bottom of the deck, the Seas of Mitaka, seeing potential, bringing in consciousness to light. We even have, jump in, a dominant energy, adventures, say yes to change, right? So there's this big thing of like, go towards your dreams, because right now I feel like you're playing small. Right now I feel like you're perhaps even overworking, and where you're headed, where you want to go. Even if it's nothing, I mean, if you're watching this video until the end, it's probably was related with like your expectation in your dream life, but I really feel like this is something that it's really good, and your guides and your heart, I feel, are all of them are asking you to just jump and just go. Okay, I know it's easier said than done, but I really feel like you're going to find a lot of success, and in the end, it's about you doing what is best for you. Okay, with this I love me energy, with this look at your shadow, I do feel like it would be interesting and important too to ask yourself, why am I stopping myself? Why am I creating obstacles? Why am I hesitating in this path? Why do other people's opinions of me matter so much, right? Where did that start? Where did that come from? And what can I do to change that? Would me going against the crowd be healthier and happier for me? And if the answer is yes, then jump. Okay? Because, either way you go, I feel like you're going to find support. Even from the people that want you to be someone and something very specific. There are some people that are not going to like it, but that happens like in any situation that you do. Even, right now in the path that you are, maybe there are people that don't like it, But I do feel like you have a lot of support, and we even had that thing of like the community. And I feel like you already have like a friend group that is very supportive and will help you reach that goal and help you reach that higher point. And I do feel like you have a lot of room to grow here. Okay. So pile number 2, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to dive a little deeper into this career situation, the link is going to be down below for a private reading. And you can also check out my other channel, the Sunny Virgo, for zodiac cusp readings and general readings. And also zodiac signs. Sometimes I do a few shorts for zodiac signs, so definitely go check it out if you're interested. And with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey there, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So if you chose these 2 guys, then you're in the right place, and let's get right into it for your ideal career. And if you didn't watch the intro, I do recommend you to go watch it. But as I said there, my intention with this reading is to give you options. Okay, so we're going to try and figure out as many options for your ideal career and take whatever resonates, leave what doesn't feel right. But then feel free to explore those options and to, just dive a little deeper into them. So getting started here, I kind of feel like it would be interesting for you to have a little transition right now at this point in your career, because I feel like you could perhaps be in a place where, I don't know, maybe things are a bit heavy and maybe things are a bit not exactly where you want them to be. And I feel like you have a lot of joy and a lot of happiness to create. I would even say that this could be about like, this could be really specific, but if you're like thinking of being a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, that could actually really work for you. Okay, so that's probably why I'm getting started with that thing of like making some changes in your career. Because usually I get started straight away with ideal careers for you. And I guess in this case, it's really about like that could be one of your ideal careers. It's like being a stay-at-home mom, being a stay-at-home dad, stay-at-home parent, essentially. But I also feel like there is something here because like we have this really beautiful, bright energy. This is essentially my sun card in a shell. And this is all about joy and all about happiness. And here, this is a little bit about like secrets being revealed and things being very dark and everything. So I do feel like there is something here also about like creating balance. So I'm actually hearing like dealing with mental issues and helping people like get out of their dark places and finding that light. So maybe even like a therapist, a psychologist or something. I'm also hearing like a pharmaceutic, which, it's not necessarily related with that, but I also heard that. And also like a nurse. That was also relevant. And I am actually getting that a nurse would be specifically, if you can, is like something related with like either old people or like babies. So this would be like, and that would actually make sense with that thing of like the staying at home parent is like helping deliver babies or something, or helping with people with old age. It's like that transition of life, and really helping those people that are nearest to you, if that is also the case, to help with the transition of life, especially if it's the elder people. But I do feel like connecting with those 2 communities could actually be an ideal career for you. Another thing that I'm getting is that there could be something here about like bringing the hidden to light. So this is very like tarot reader kind of energy, or just like spiritual energy, a very like 8th house Scorpio energy. So you may even have like your North Node in Scorpio or strong 8th house placements, 8th house or Scorpio placements. And I also feel like there's something here around like you could really help people see clear. Maybe literally, maybe it's about like, being a doctor, but related with eyes. It could be. But I do feel like there is something here about a little bit spiritual attached to it as well. Okay, but let's get here into your oracles and tarot to get a little bit more information. We actually have the 5 of Swords in reverse. Dusk. We have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is actually the ruler of the 9th house, which is of spirituality and philosophy and everything. So that actually makes sense with that Scorpio energy. We also have Gossip and Isolation. So that is interesting because a couple of things that I'm getting is, let me just see. Yeah, it's good. Number one, there is really this thing of like dealing with people with mental issues. So it could even be like working at an asylum or something. I feel like that could be very significant. I'm also hearing like being a teacher where you deal with well, not necessarily like dealing with that group of people where they feel a little bit more rejected. Maybe they have some sort of disability or something like that, but I do feel like there is something here around like helping people blend in and helping people feel safe and helping people feel connected with themselves. So with that thing of like the teacher, is like I'm hearing particularly like kindergarten, it could be like about helping the kids connect in community. And maybe I'm actually hearing that maybe for some of you actually suffered bullying at school, and I'm so sorry for that. And I actually feel like you can use that to help other people has an ideal career, and you could actually have a lot of impact in that. It's like helping prevent bullying, helping prevent people from treating badly other people. Even if we're talking about elderly people, there are a lot of people that, you know, just forget about that community and they're just like, oh yeah, they're old, let them die. And I feel like you can have so much compassion, and so you can really help those people and you can really make a difference. I also feel like there is something here. It's like, it's so interesting that we have the Five of Swords in reverse, which is essentially like Five of Swords talk about deception and manipulation and everything, and again, secrets and all of that. And it's almost like you turn that the other way around. You really help people uncover those secrets and get into this place of light, getting into this place of joy and freedom as well, because this Sagittarius talks a lot about freedom and also travel, but it could even be like astral travel. Maybe that would actually align with that spiritual side, or like past life regressions, connecting with ancestors. Yeah, wow, that's nice. So I also feel like there's something around that, and with this like very dark energy, you could actually work really well at night. That is also something. I'm also getting this thing of like protection, so not necessarily I'm actually hearing army, so for some of you that could resonate, but something around like being being security, or something that helps you protect other people, which, I mean, it is aligned with that thing of like protecting the other people, protecting the kids, something like that. It could also be like you being not necessarily a teacher, but being like a psychologist at schools. That could also be very helpful. It could really be. And yeah, what else? I'm also getting this thing of that is interesting. I think that this is very specific, and probably it could resonate more with the like stay-at-home parents, which, you know, we were talking about the bullying before we get into that. We were talking about the bullying, and maybe you actually have this idea of like your future kids, you want to be their own teacher, you want to like have like their school to be at home, you know, and I feel like that could actually be something that could align with you and your lifestyle and your and who you are, essentially. But one thing that I'm getting is like that thing of like perhaps you were spending a lot of time at home with that thing of like the stay-at-home parent, and if your partner eventually like has an event or something, please go. I don't know why that message is coming through, but like please go, because I do feel like, I don't know, you could receive some sort of opportunity to even like create a business around those things, or you can meet really interesting people. Maybe you could even like get a side hustle or something around those lines. It's like you could have like a little side thing going on where, let's say you go to this business event, to your partner's business event, and you meet someone there that has a mom that is really, really old and they need some help, and or a kid that needs some tutoring, you know. I feel like you could get some sort of opportunity from there that it could, you know, help get a little bit more cash in, but also I do feel like it would really align with you. So I guess that is the message for you in the future. It's like, if your partner has some sort of business event, be like, force yourself to go, you know, because I do feel like it's going to be really important for you. But I also feel like there is something here around I'm hearing like I don't know, traveling the world, and that would resonate with that thing of like staying at home, where it's like you may want to travel the world and you could take your kids with it. I'm getting that image of like people in a van and just like going from one place to the other and just enjoying life. That could actually really resonate with you as well. So it's interesting because this is apparently we did already get a few career options, but this apparently is talking a lot about lifestyle and not so much around career. So that's really cool. Maybe you're actually already in this place of like, which is interesting because that would make me question why you're watching this video, but it could be that you're already like retired or something, and maybe you want like a side hustle or something, and I guess your guides are saying like, stay retired, dude, or just like have just a little side thing, but enjoy your time to travel the world and everything. Or you could actually, if you are retired, you could actually help create a community for that, help create a safe space for that community, you know, where people can get together and just create a lot of like fun things and like, I don't know, have fun together, you know, essentially, and live life. But let's see here. Let's pull some tarot to see what else we have. What do we have for pile number 3? So we have 6 of Cups. We have the Hermit. This is so like past life regression vibes. The 6 of Cups and the Hermit. That really is. But let's see. We also have the Ace of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And let's get one more. Yeah, oh my god, this is beautiful. So there's that thing of like with this 8 of Cups, first of all, like 6 of Cups, there's the thing of like the transition from like the growing stages, right? And then here in the 8 of Cups, it's almost like someone is walking towards the light. This is, man, I adore you. If you do this as a career, respect, honestly. Because that, man, it could be like very intense, but just the fact that you're staying with someone and helping someone go through their like last days of living, that is like absolutely incredible. And it does, like, I do feel like it does have a lot of impact. And there's really this thing of like really helping people grow and in their beginning stages, but also helping people through their life. And it's interesting that we're starting with that and ending with that, you know, with, it's almost like you go through their whole life. So this is very like mom, dad vibes, right? So there's really this thing of like, just be a parent. That is your ideal career, I guess. But if that doesn't resonate and you really want a career, I really feel like connecting with those 2 groups could really be the thing for you. But there's also this thing of like the isolation and people with mental illness and asylum kind of vibes, so that could really also be the thing. And with this Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like there are these new beginnings, and you're really helping people get better and create more for themselves and be more for themselves and change their perceptions here, you know, of life and of the things that they want to create. And this is more Sag energy, funny enough. So I really get that there's this thing of like that travel. If it did resonate, then I do feel like it could actually be really aligned with you. And with this Hermit, I am also getting this energy. This is giving me big nurse vibes. And it could even be like nurse at the I don't know, at night. That could also be something. I really feel like you work really well at night. That is interesting. But again, with this 6 of Cups and the Hermit, that, as I was saying, that is very like past life regression, or like talking to ancestors as well. And I'm getting really big past life regression. And I'm not even getting, well, it could be has a career, but I'm also getting that this could be something really helpful for you. So if you felt called to do a past life regression, maybe this is your sign. I'm also hearing Reiki, so that could also be another ideal career. But yeah, I also feel like you, like, as a teacher, I wouldn't be surprised if you would be like an art teacher or something. And if it is not an art teacher and that really doesn't resonate with you, I really feel like there is something here about like you really bringing others' potential to light and really letting them shine. There is that strong energy here. Yeah, I think that's it. It's so interesting because the other piles I got so many like different options, and here it's being very straightforward, which is, it's not a bad thing at all. But yeah, so let's get here a few more specifics. So we do have self-employed, we have adventurous. So there's that thing with the self-employed. I really get this thing of like being on your own and not having to deal with a boss. So that kind of resonates with that thing of you're the boss at your home, right? So I hope, I mean, I hope it's like whatever. But I really get this thing of like you being your own, like you would determine your own life and you determine your own days and really figuring out what you want to do. I also get this thing of like if you choose to go towards a more like 9-to-5 job, that thing of the nurse or whatever, I also feel like there is this thing of like create time for you to have time to travel. Okay, create a space for you to just explore the world and connect with different communities, because I do feel like that is also very important. And for you to have time for yourself, I also feel like that is super important. I'm also seeing this actor-actress, which is actually interesting because we do have the 5 of Swords. So there's that thing of like the deceit and manipulation. So, and we have that thing of like the art. So you could actually be into, I'm hearing specifically theater, Broadway. That is, I'm not getting too much of like movies energy, but I mean, if it is, it is. But specifically like theater and Broadway, that I feel like could also resonate with some of you. Yeah. And it could even be like, it could even be more in like a behind the scenes thing. So it could be like writing the scripts or taking care of the costumes, taking care of the hair, something around those lines. But let's see here, what else do we have? I did see artist, there we go. But let's see, what else do we have? We also have healer that wants to come through. Look at that, night owl. And we also have psychologist. We'll see if these come out. And look at that, children. Ah, beautiful. We have writer. So there we go with the scripts. And also, I do feel like you could have a lot of impact in helping people by sharing your experiences. So this could be about like writing a book about that thing of, for example, let's say it is about the bullying. Writing a book about that and how you overcame that could really help other people. And it doesn't have to be in a very serious way. It could actually be like writing a little children book about that experience and just like, hey, please take care of other people, you know, be nice to other people. That could actually have a lot of impact as well. Let's see here. I actually feel like they all want to come out. So we have mechanic, engineer, and we also have countryside. Honestly, I'm getting this thing of connecting with nature. So this could be something around food or really like, I'm even getting like a vet energy, but not like just like a pet vet. It's like, I don't know, you go and take care of the cows and you go and take care of the horses, you know, that really help people that need it in their farms. So I really get this thing of like really being there in the wild nature. It could actually be with the thing of the adventurous and the travel and the self-employed. I'm hearing photography, so it could be like wild photography, wild animals, or helping with wild animals. I'm also hearing the zoo. Like there are so many possibilities here, but a lot of it has to do with, and it could also be like we were talking about like children and elderly people. It could be like you're helping puppies, or you know, just helping animal babies, and you're helping old animals kind of go through their transition and just taking care of them. That could also be something. With this mechanic and engineer, I do feel like there's something here about like something about being of service and helping, and I do feel like again it could be related with the elder community or the children community. And it could be, for example, for the elder people, maybe you help with or elder people in like disabilities, you can help with like a wheelchair and designing a new wheelchair that is going to change the world or something. For the children, it could be like creating some sort of support for them to start to walk, you know. And I do feel like a lot of it has to do with your experience. So if you are a parent, or if you're thinking of being a parent, your experience with your baby could really like bring you a lot of ideas, and like, ah, man, I wish something like this existed, and it doesn't. And you go there and you design it, or maybe it does, but it's like, I don't know, there's something missing here. Please go design it, please go build it, because that could actually bring you a lot of success. That could actually help you reach a lot, okay? A lot of people, and it could just really be the thing. This is so beautiful, because I really feel like there's something here about like the transitions. So maybe there's even something about like incarnations. I mean, that is related with that past life regression thing. But yeah, I'm not sure how that incarnation thing could work. But yeah. All right, let's finish this up with some advice. Actually, before we get into that, I actually feel like there's more. Okay, hang in there. I just got that message. I feel like there's one more or something. We have early bird, and didn't we get like night owl? We have early bird and doctor. So there's that thing of like, again, the transition from like night to just the morning. And I really feel like night hours, specifically with doctors or nurses. I keep hearing nurse. That could really be like your best time, and where you would find more fulfillment, I guess. So let's get here into your advice. All right. So we have, I remember, so planned a fatal life versus destined life. This always gives me this big thing of incarnations and past lives and everything. So there we go, another confirmation of it. But I also feel like it is talking about that thing of the mental illness, and maybe someone that has Alzheimer, or I don't know, maybe something around those lines. I'm also hearing like people that went through really strong accidents or something, and they are really, maybe that also aligns with that thing of the doctor, and like maybe you help people that I don't know, that lost something. That is something that I'm getting. Like maybe they lost an arm, or they lost the ability to see. Maybe it's like they lost something, or they think they lost something. Perhaps in the beginning they can really move their legs, but you help with the recovery of it. You know, there's also something around those lines, and like very serious accidents. Something around those lines. But we also have here the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. And I even feel like these two cards is like, you're not crazy. Because I feel like perhaps sometimes you kind of doubt this path, especially with the like stay-at-home parent. Perhaps you doubt, and like, I'm not sure, is this really the thing for me? Am I really on the right path? Or should I be doing something else? And I really feel like you are doing great. You are doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing. And that idea, please go towards it, because really is the thing, okay? And especially with this, make your life a moving prayer. Is like, whatever you want, whatever you desire to do, whatever your heart calls you to do, please go towards it, because it's really going to fulfill you hugely, okay? And with that thing of like soul plan, the fatal life versus the destined life, it's like you're meant to do that. So yeah, let's see here what else we have. All right, so there we go, we have stop. So if you want to stop working, I guess this is your sign that, yeah, maybe you should. Yes, this is real. So yeah, I guess this is your sign if that resonated. But we also have listen to your inner child. And again, there's this thing of like helping people go through the same things that you went through as a kid. Maybe you even had, or you have, a disability, and maybe that was something specific that you were bullied for. And you could actually help other people in the same community to find strength and to see where you are right now, and to feel proud of themselves, and to hope for the future and everything. I feel like it can be so motivating. You can bring so much empowerment and light to those people. It's incredible. And we also have gift yourself. So I really feel like there is this thing of like, you can do anything, you can achieve anything, allow yourself to dream, okay? Because I really feel like that little kid has a dream over there, and it is up to you to go get it, to go achieve it, and to go fulfill that dream of yours, okay? It could also be, I'm hearing like Make-A-Wish, so it could also be like helping people in the Make-A-Wish community, maybe work for Make-A-Wish or something, but yeah, or something around like charity. Yeah. So pile number 3, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated, hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in diving a little deeper into this whole career situation, there is going to be a link down below for a private reading, and you can also check out my other channel, the Sunny Virgo, for zodiac cusp readings and general readings. I also sometimes do zodiac sign readings. So yeah, that is it. I wish you the best. I'm a little like, whoa, where are we? I wish you the best. I love you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.